Heroes and Legends and Times. The Batelicans versus the Eseen. The Billdaron were divided ever since the fall of the Tecton galaxy, where Lord of Heaven had finished off the universe, and that every major power would indeed have its own galaxy. So the Eseen, the Batelicans, the Watmans, and the Kibblon each had their own galaxy, and ever since then, they were divided, plotting and building up their military to invade the next, to take over the four galaxies so they could venture out into the universe. The first battle will be against the two biggest and most powerful of the Billdaron, the Eseen and the Batalican. The Batalican, led by Bataliana, laid the defenses at Batel, a small planet that was borderline between the Eseen and the Batelicans galaxies. Well, the Batelicans holed up in their main base, surrounded by Eseen troops. The Eseen are not able to use their full cannons, but because they used them up during the attack on the dimensions, but failed miserably because the Batelicans were useless. Heli and Eseen used their overwhelming might against them. Batelicans had a plan to wait out until a specific time. So Sim said he was going to the middle of the battlefield, to the center, to challenge anyone that would dare oppose him. Batelicans acted surprised and said, "Sim, you boy, come back." And he said, "Aunt, I love you. But for the future Batalican, I must be willing to sacrifice my life." And so he rushed through the enemy's front lines and ran to the center of the battlefield. Pro Element and Gibbon were poised for battle, and they left their defensive posts to the center to face him. Maybe killing him would deflate the enemy morale. While this was going on, the Eseen were advancing further east, leaving two garrisons almost completely empty to the west. To the east they were empty, and they were advancing further to the west. And all the Batelicans units still not moved. Plus Star 50 was getting suspicious. And it was Leod E. that was a veteran in the Batelicans, said he was going to face Class 50, and so his suspicions would not grow any further. So he ran to his position to the north and faced him. So the two clash. There was yet no suspicion. Batelicans led the front line defending the main camp. The Eseen, like the G.E. Build and others, and their officers and allies, were all delivered in the front of the enemy base. And in the center was Heli Eseen and Elitha D. Eseen. That was the main camp. None time is right. The eastern bases were completely emptied. And so the new officers the Batelicans had gotten, Leonardo Batel and Tasmin Batel, were to the northwest base, and to the center-west base was Marissa Batel, an ambush, now on two sides. Eseen was shocked. He said, "Damn, this was what the enemy was planning. Curse it all." By this time, Gibbon and Pro Element were defeated, and Plus 50 had retreated due to the Northeast attacks. And so the Eseen were now trapped in two fronts. But Eseen wanted to encourage her men to fight on. The battle was not yet lost, but the battle was indeed lost. And again, Plus and main troops, the Batelicans surrounded Eseen and the main camp, defeated them, and forced them to retreat. With this, the Batelicans successfully won the battle without their prize ship, the Silver silver excellence because it was damaged for repairs during a meteor shower. But now the Eseen retreated back to their galaxy to lick their wounds and to try again later. Batelicans will now use this victory to build up their military and start their own conquests for the Billdaron galaxies.